I've been chairman of the board for the last 8 years. So we really are indebted to the College Football Playoff Committee for allowing us now for the second year in a row to announce our incoming Hall of Fame class for the next year. We're here at the Media Hotel, all the media here that follows college football. So it's a great time for us to announce our class. We had a Leadership Hall of Fame dinner last night for the Football Foundation. We honored Michael Bidwell, the owner of the Arizona Cardinals, and also Governor Doug Ducey, the governor of Arizona, a big football fan. So that was a great event. But this is really special for us to announce our class this morning. I think we have 14 players. That's including some Division II, Division III, and a couple of coaches. And it's a special time, and we look forward to doing that. And thanks, Steve, for having us on today.
Absolutely. And I was telling you prior, this is one of my always wish lists is to have a chance to feature you on my show and to be able to talk some college football. And with this opportunity, I'd love to go back and maybe just talk about your playing days for just a couple of minutes. Having a chance to go up against the University of Alabama and Coach Bryant, help us with maybe sharing a memory of those two battles between Ole Miss and Alabama.
Well, I played quarterback 3 years at Ole Miss, so we played Alabama 3 times. In 1960, of course, Coach Bryant, and it was just an honor for me to say I played against Coach Bryant. My coach Johnny Balt was at Ole Miss for 24 years. I grew up 80 miles from Oxford, Mississippi. My heroes were Ole Miss quarterbacks, and I'm like thousands of other kids at that time in Mississippi. I wanted to play for Johnny Balt at Ole Miss. It's still, to this day, the greatest thrill and the greatest honor I've ever had to be the quarterback at Ole Miss. So, yeah, we played Alabama under Coach Bryant 3 times. We were fortunate enough to beat them. We played our big games back then in Jackson, Mississippi, not on campus. And in 1968, we beat a good Alabama team 10-8 in Jackson. The next year, went to Birmingham, and that game is the one that, when I go to Alabama, it's a game that people, I'm getting older. They're getting older. Everybody says they saw that game. It was a 1969 game in Birmingham. Scott Hunter was the quarterback, and they beat us 33-32. And the game was on national TV. And in those days, you didn't play on TV much, but no one played at night on prime time. And that game was first one. And it kind of, we had a good offensive game. It kind of put me on the map, if you will. And had a big game, but lost. And Scott had a great game. They had receivers like David Bailey and George Raniger, great little running back, the Italian stallion, Johnny Musso. And so the game got a lot of attention. We kind of had a rematch the next year in Jackson at night on national TV, and we were fortunate enough to beat Alabama. So we got them 2 out of 3, and that was pretty good against a Bear Bryant team. But great memories, and I know a lot of people I got to know later on. Got to know Coach Bryant, got to know Mrs. Bryant, and he was always very nice. Always had nice things to say about me.
Archie Manning right now with us. Feel free to grab your coffee. I know they just delivered you a hot coffee, so don't let this interview take you away from that. But let me go to Nick Saban just for a minute. You mentioned Coach Bryant. Is he in that conversation?
Absolutely. I mean, what Coach Bryant did with multiple national championships. Another thing Coach Bryant did, of course, was when he won at Kentucky. Then he came to Alabama. But Coach Saban's done the same thing. And I first got to know Coach Saban when he went to LSU. That was about the same time Peyton went into pro football, and his general manager was a guy named Bill Poen. And Bill Poen was very close to Coach Saban. And when he was there, I live in New Orleans, just 60 miles away. Got to know Coach Saban. So, of course, Eli was playing. Started playing those days. Played against LSU teams. And they really had some big games and good games in Oxford and also in Baton Rouge. But I've known Coach Saban. I've followed him. I've been fortunate enough to be asked to come over to Tuscaloosa every year. It used to be an event Mal Moore has, now Bill Battle has a golf outing. Coach Saban plays with us. But I know a lot of his assistants. We've had his quarterbacks come to the Manning Passing Academy before. So I know a lot about the Alabama program. Got a lot of friends in that athletic department. And just I can't say enough about the job that they do, the program they've built, and their record is just incredible of playing, winning and playing for national championships.
Looking at this defense from Alabama, as a quarterback, how would you attack it?
I think you got to hit some big plays. I think you try to spread them out. They're fast, they athletic, talented, but I don't believe you're going to pound them and be successful. You don't want to turn it over, but I think you've got to spread them out and try to hit some big plays on them. I'm not saying this because it's my alma mater. Ole Miss was fortunate enough to do that. It was early in the season. A couple of plays might have been a little luck involved with it, but they did hit some big plays, and I think that's what you got to do. Now, Clemson, I think it's going to be a great game. Clemson's capable of that. They spread them out. Their quarterback's athletic. He can make plays, but both teams did a great job this year. They're so well coached, and should be a great game.
So when you look at the mobile quarterback, Deshaun Watson, what would it be for a defensive mind that you have to sort of be disciplined to stay with your guy and not leave your guy?
I think that's the word, discipline. I think you got to surround him. Obviously, you want your DBs, your linebackers to be in coverage. Don't give them big plays and easy plays. But then you really got to be ready when he tucks the ball and goes, because he's so athletic and good at it. And that's something that Coach Saban, who's very involved in defense, my friend Coach Smart, the new Georgia coach, will be involved in that. They know the one thing they do see throughout the season now. You see athletic quarterbacks, and it does take extra preparation or extra discipline to be ready to try to stop them.